and welcome to Weekend 101. I am Konita and this is my co-host Haji.
Thanks, Kanita. On this week's agenda, we discuss the protests at Malamulele, Zuma's resignation to not resign, even though tweeps really want him to, the FW phenomenon, and Mugabe's fall. And no, we don't mean professionally, as the president of Zim for the past 100 years or so.
Let's fire up with the protests in Malamulele, where residents torched a part of the Malamulele High School and set it alight.
This after a month of violent protests because the residents want their own municipality. However, the Municipal Demarcation Board decided that the area of Malamulele does not deserve its own municipality. In the meantime, the town is under serious lockdown and being heavily policed.
So Police Minister Nkosinathi Nhleko decided to take a break from the Anwar Dramat drama and spend a day or two in the township to help out.
And while we're on the subject of proposing action, many Twitter users earlier this week decided that Zuma act on two things during his State of the Nation address.
The presidency invited social media users to suggest topics to the president for what he could include in the State of the Nation address.
And it turns out that while we all know that the State of the Nation is in some serious need of support, tweets thought that two main topics should come up, and that was that the president should resign and also legalise dacha.
Now, we don't know what the president thinks about that, but if he was me, I'd just put it in my pipe and smoke it.
Shit always gets real on the Twitter streets, eh?
The streets seem to be a popular topic this week, especially after the city of Cape Town announced that the Table Bay Boulevard will be named after FW de Klerk.
Cape Town really needs to work harder at surprising us, but then again, so does the ANC, who obviously are very opposed to the change.
But let's be honest, the Table Bay Boulevard is really more aligned to the ANC. So, I can see how this has some significance with them.
Or not.
And
the last topic of a very president-heavy episode this week is Robert Mugabe.
The conqueror of Rhodesia, the invader of farms, the hater of America, the man who may have stolen an election or two, the man who literally fell from grace. And a side note, where was his wife when he fell down those stairs?
Nowhere to be found when this happened. Uncle Bob, who is just about as old as Egypt now, tripped when he was walking off a podium at an address at Harare Airport.
Now, Information Minister Jonathan Moyo told the Herald in Zimbabwe that, he didn't really fall. He didn't really fall. He tripped, and even Jesus tripped.
or walked on water. I don't know. Conspiracy theorists are already arguing that the event is a metaphor for Mugabe's career, which will hopefully come crashing down.
They be tripping, but we can only hope that the 90-year-old president can stop, drop, and shut down from the Zimbabwean throne.
Stop, drop, shut him down, open up shop.
That's it from us at Weekend 101. And remember, the higher you fly, the harder you fall.
See you next week.
Stop, drop, shut him down, open up shop. Oh, no, that's how rough riders roll. Snitches wanna try, snitches wanna lie.